more practice with my Grundle deck. I'm planning to take it to my next game night over here, and I would like to play some Wayland, so I'll give Grundle a shot. And I'm up against Noise. That's the all-out Noise, in case you can't recognize it. Noise is a very bad matchup for Grundle. Actually, I always fear it when Noise hits the table on the other side, no matter what Corp I'm playing, I realize. Because Noise is so unpredictable, and more importantly, the milling of cards is just so painful, especially against Grundle, because I do not run any Jackson Howards. I only play Anonymous Tip. So if my single copy of Seesaws gets milled into the ground, it's game over. Or rather, half my game is over. I cannot Seesaw Scotch the Noise. And I start with a crazy agenda flood. Look at my hand. I had started with 7 agendas. Thankfully, 3 of them were hostile takeovers, so I managed to quickly pump 2 of them out. I'm so lucky that I managed to get 2 barriers right off the bat. If those had been archers or grims, things would be really different. And here's the best thing. Now I get a Mother Goddess to go along with it, so now I'm unstoppable. There's no way he's going to get into the remote server unless he has an inside job or a knight. So I'm just hoping that he doesn't have one. If he doesn't, it means that I get an overscored Atlas out. That would be pretty huge, as we all know. And it looks like he doesn't have. That's the problem with Noise. Noise takes too long to set up, and I think fast decks are a very good counter against Noise, because you really can't win against a Noise late game, because Noise is just going to deck you out, grind you to a halt. You have to take advantage of the slow early start that Noise has, and I need it. Now I'm looking in very good shape with 4 agenda points scored and an Atlas token. Now he attempts to run on my central, so I'm forced to rest the barriers, which means Mother Goddess is now a barrier. I'm susceptible to Corroder. This means that I need to get extra protection on the remote, and that comes in the form of Chimera. Now, Chimera is another reason why I hate Noise. Parasite is the counter against Chimera. It just takes 1 click for the runner to install the Parasite, 1 click to face check the Chimera, and the Chimera's gone forever. And then he can just run through the server freely. So even though I have my geothermal fracking in the remote, I know it's not safe. And moreover, I still have to leave it in the remote for 1 more turn. I can't score it straight away next turn because it's for advance. So I'm just hoping that he doesn't bother with it. Yeah, it was quite a tough choice deciding which agenda to put in the remote. Ultimately, I went with fracking simply because it's worth 2 points. I need to get to 6 points, and the last hostile takeover in my hand will win me the game. So here I play some hijinks. I install the false lead in the remote, and I advance the ice wall and the geothermal fracking. So next turn I can score the fracking, while at the same time I'm able to protect my HQ from destruction. He made a wrong move by running in here. He realized that he cannot run through because his parasite's at 1, while my ice wall is at 2 strength. So he's not getting in. I then score the fracking to bring me up to 6 points. So now the game is more or less in the bag for me. I just need to score either the false lead that's lying on the table or the hostile takeover in my hand to win. Now the problem is HQ is completely exposed, so he gets to pull off a successful run. I'm hoping he doesn't hit the 1 hostile takeover in my hand. He doesn't. He hits the wall static. He does not trash it. So yes, I'm almost on my way to victory. He starts retrieving a virus. It's a cache. Yeah. The spaces between just got released on Octagon, so he's playing around with the spaces between cards, and he's actually making quite a lot of money. He's doing very well in keeping afloat with credits against me, but it took him way too long, and because of his lack of aggression early on, I was able to win the game. Yes. So again, it's another back and forth tussle. On one hand, Noise deals so well with Chimera and is able to potentially mill the only Seesaws in my deck. On the other hand, there are some things that really stop Noise dead cold. Archer is hell for any end-up to deal with. The easiest solution is Knight, and that costs at least 6 credits for the runner to get through an Archer. Then there is the speed at which Grundle operates, which is way too fast for most Noise decks. He didn't even get to mill 5 cards before I won the game. He did manage to mill 1 priority rack, which was pretty huge, and I think he definitely should have checked archives as a last-ditch effort because he knew he even said it in chat. He knew I was going to win the game very soon, with me being at 6 points and having one hostile takeover left and an endless token. He definitely should have checked archives, but yeah, the only thing in there was a priority requisition. So you definitely need to be more aggressive if you are playing with such a slow deck. You can't just sit back and farm your money. But on the same token, it is a pretty hard matchup, and this is why Grundle is still relevant, even though Wayland is more or less agreed to be the weakest of the 4 Corp factions in today's meta. Thanks for watching, and happy net running. See you around.